Oh my god, I go away for one weekend and everything happens. This is just what an Easter weekend it was. Did you find any eggs? I felt like Dora there for a moment. Like, did you see the eggs? Can you tell me where the eggs are? Yes, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. It is Monday, April 21st, and this is a new episode of Allegedly. And I am your host, Johnny Thomas Appleseed. I've got lots of news for you today. Some of it is happy news, some of it not so much. Was the Blue Origin flight faked? Probably, allegedly. I'll get into more of that later on in today's episode. We've got I can't even explain to you all the news we've got today in a short little Cliff Notes way because it's all over the board. It's everything. Okay. So we might as well just jump right into today's news. And our first topic is kind of a sad one and kind of shocking, really. So, as you all know, yesterday was Easter Sunday. Okay, I hope you had a fantastic Easter and the Easter Bunny treated you well. You know, that little jerk didn't come and visit me, but that's fine. Um, Probably knows that one of the pets here would go after him. I blame Lucifer. That's why the Easter Bunny didn't come here. Yeah, 'cause you're a mean cat, Lucy. You can be mean. You ate one of our pets like a year ago, 2 years ago. Mur the mouse. Yeah, we don't eat our friends, Lucifer, and the Easter Bunny would have been our friend. Imagine if the Easter Bunny just decided to hang out with us with all of our other friends. Wouldn't that be great? You know how much candy you could have all the time? You really messed that one up, Lucifer. Anywho, obviously Easter occurred, and today, actually, this morning, Pope Francis has died this Monday morning. Cardinal Kevin Farrell has announced at 7:35 this morning, the Bishop of Rome, Francis, returned to the home of the Father. His entire life was dedicated to the service of the Lord and of his church, Farrell said in the announcement. This is just the timing is crazy. You know, Christ has risen and the Pope has fallen. What's this all about? Oh, I'm sorry. Was that distasteful? It's fine. I mean, just crazy timing. And he had just met with Vice President J.D. Vance. I'm not saying that those two things correlate at all. Um, I'm not here to start a conspiracy. Okay? I'm just saying that JD Vance did meet with the Pope yesterday. And Vice President Vance did say that he seemed very ill. You know, the Pope had been battling some pneumonia for quite some time, I know, and he was 88 years old, I believe. But he did step out yesterday on Easter Sunday at the Vatican and bless the people. I just can't. This is crazy. You know, there are theories out there that uh someone had a prophecy or whatever, and he described every single pope that there ever would be, and it like ends pretty much right after Pope Francis, and then the world ends. So, um, yeah, the estimate is like 2027, I think. Um, and then Armageddon or whatever. What's gonna happen? I don't know. But it's that's positive. Um, but does that mean that we have to pay our rent still? I just want to know. Do we got to pay bills? Cause if the world's gonna end, I mean, anywho, yes, but we are very saddened to learn of the Pope's passing, and we'll keep you updated on what happens next in all of this. I just when I woke up and I saw that news, I was like, oh my god, This is not good. This is not good. The Pope's getting out. The Pope's getting out. Should we be getting out? I don't know. Okay. Also in the news, we've got the Wayans brothers. Okay, you may know these brothers because they've been the whole family is just super famous and it's been in all of these great comedies and movies and TV shows and they've just been in the entertainment business their whole lives pretty much and we've just seen their careers from start to current day. But according to Marlon Wayans, Damon Wayans is a lethal weapon when it comes to girlfriend stealing. This is getting to be a little weird, Hollywood stuff here. Okay, anywho, comedian Marlon Wayans joked that his brother Damon Wayans is a girlfriend stealing bandit after the My Wife and Kids alum admitted to a crush on nephew's girlfriend. Damon, you gotta stop doing that, Marlon said directly to the camera in a clip shared by TMZ April 15th. Damon's the girlfriend stealing bandit in the Wayans family. Marlon, 52 years old, shared that Damon, whose famous siblings also include actors Shawn Wayans and Keenan Ivory Wayans and Kim Wayans, has quite the reputation for girlfriend stealing in the Wayans family. As he quipped, "We got a thing. Don't bring your girl around D." Earlier this month, Damon, who is 64, detailed his romance with a woman who had previously dated his nephew, whom he didn't name, before detailing his reasons for taking interest in the first place. "Do you know how small the pool is out here in Cali? The dating pool?" Damon said on the Club Shay Shay podcast April 2nd. And this was probably what, 2001, 2002? Oh my. It can't be that small. I mean, California's pretty populated. Why are you dating the same? I mean, I guess when you're a celebrity, it's a little harder, maybe. I don't know. That just seems strange to me. Don't be dating your nephew's exes. I don't like that. That's weird. Ooh, gosh. But I do like that family. They're pretty funny. Have you seen White Chicks? Yeah, that movie cracks me right on up. Yeah. Also, you guys see this? I'm drinking a tea because I've had coffee in the past, and I just feel like it's not good for me. So I've switched to tea. It calms me, but also makes me hyper. I don't think it has red dye number 40, but it could. It's pretty red, but it's good. It's good. I think this one's called the Baywatch. Okay? Yeah. Anywho, what do you guys think about this? Do you think it's okay for Damon to date his nephew's ex? Or do you think that's weird? I think it's a little weird. It's a little strange to me. But that's Hollywood for you, okay? It's just a weird incestual pit of people with huge egos. That's why I had to get out. I was a child star. I bet you didn't know this about my lore. Yeah, I was on a hit TV show that only showed in Canada. Okay, yeah, and I was the star. Yeah, so move over, Ryan Reynolds. There's a different Canadian king up in here. Okay, and it's me. I was huge. The show. What was the show called? Is that what you were asking? Oh, the show. It was just called like Living with Johnny. Yeah. Um, and we shot the pilot. I don't think it ever aired, but I was a child star. I was a child star. And that's where I got my first fortune. Yeah. Because no matter what, they had to pay me my check for doing the show. Because, I mean, look at me. So, yeah. It's hard out here for a child star. I would know. I just didn't go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs like some of these child stars, okay? I kept myself grounded. Yeah, I touched grass every once in a while. Yeah, and I left the spotlight for a while before coming back, to share the news and the tea. So, yeah. But we're not just spilling tea, we're drinking it too, okay? Yeah. Mm. Anywho, enough about me. I know, I could go on for days. But also in the news, we've got Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem's purse was stolen Sunday night at a Washington, D.C. restaurant, which at the time contained a number of sensitive personal items, including Noem's driver's license, passport, DHS access badge, checks, and roughly $3,000 in cash, according to three sources briefed, including two law enforcement officials. The Secret Service is reviewing security camera footage at the restaurant and has identified a white male suspect who was allegedly wearing a medical mask during the theft. The individual was not immediately spotted by her Secret Service detail, with the bag being discovered lost by Noem herself. This is crazy. One, why she got all that cash? Is there money laundering happening? Who carries around $3,000 in cash? What do you need that much cash for? Huh? That's crazy. That's a lot of cash. Two, what are you doing just leaving your purse somewhere where people can steal it? You're literally the Homeland Security Secretary. Come on now. It's got security in the title. That's, oh my gosh. And what the heck was Secret Service doing? Huh? What are we paying these guys for? I'm just kidding. I mean, no disrespect. I'm going to need the Secret Service to respect me when I'm president. But a lot of strange things have been afoot with the Secret Service lately, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We got to keep an eye out. I never know what's going to happen. Those Secret Service guys are pretty cool, though. They got the sunglasses. Jared, I need to borrow these. Well, Weezy, I'll just borrow yours. Thank you. We got suspect on the floor. Watch out, everybody. Okay. And they're very serious. They never smile. And they're just scoping the place out. And at any given moment, they could just be like, pow! You know? They're like cool cops. I mean, all cops are kind of cool. Anywho, that was my impression of a Secret Service agent. And, Kristi, take this as a lesson, okay, honey? Don't leave a purse that has $3,000 cash laying around just where any random Joe, Dick, or Harry. Is that the saying? I don't know. I don't know why those names, but, where any random civilian can just come up and be like, oh, purse, thank you. Because Lucifer, he would definitely steal a purse. He could sniff cash from a mile away. This guy, I tell you what, don't take him to a casino, okay? Yeah. He's a little thieving cat. That's right. Yeah. Would you keep $3,000 in cash in your purse or wallet? Let me know in the comments. That just seems like way too much, you know? Like, I could maybe see 1,000, maybe, in all hundreds, But even that is, like, ridiculous. Who walks around with $3,000 cash? Oh, my gosh. Well, did they catch the guy? We don't know yet, okay? But if they didn't, that man has a badge that he can get into these buildings. He may not look like Kristi, but doesn't mean he can't get a disguise. Like we said earlier, I've seen the movie White Chicks, okay? And it's believable. Also in the news, get this, we got a new romance that hard launched this Easter. Actress Elizabeth Hurley and singer-songwriter Billy Ray Cyrus shared a kissing photo on Easter Sunday, seemingly revealing their relationship. The two were pictured cozied up in blue shirts, with Billy Ray in bunny ears kissing Elizabeth's cheek. Elizabeth captioned the post, "Happy Easter," and her 23-year-old son, Damon, even dropped a celebratory comment with a little confetti hat and a heart. Elizabeth, get away. Run away. That man is off his rocker, okay? Have you seen his performances recently? And some of his own kids don't even want to talk to him, okay? Elizabeth. These people just go chasing the red flags. It's also like, it's Billy Ray Cyrus, okay? He's got an achy, breaky heart and a drug problem. And I'm just saying. But, I mean, to each their own. You go live your life. Elizabeth. Miss Hurley. Hurley. I'm gonna hurl all over. Hurl. I'm gonna. Okay. No, I don't know. I mean, I hope they're happy, I guess. What are your thoughts? Do you ship this couple or are you like, night night, get out of here? Canceled. You tell me in the comments below. Also in the news, we've got tennis superstar Serena Williams. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I don't know if you witnessed the Super Bowl halftime show. I feel like a lot of people just didn't pay attention to the show. It was fine. Kendrick was good, you know. It was pretty much what I was expecting. But could we get a halftime show with like an actual superstar? You know, like an icon legend? Like, okay, don't come for me, Kendrick fans. I think Kendrick's very talented. He's just not my first choice for a halftime show at the Super Bowl. But I think that's just like Hollywood's new way of making industry plants more accessible to everyone. Just put him on the Super Bowl halftime show, right? I don't know. I'm gonna get canceled. Yeah, they not like us. They not like us. Okay, but no, Serena Williams was there at the halftime show, and she was even doing like the Crip Walk or whatever that Snoop Dogg does it, you know. But Serena Williams is shutting down speculation that her Super Bowl halftime show cameo was shading Drake. While many people theorized the athlete's dance during Kendrick Lamar's performance was a jab at her ex, Serena told Time that was absolutely not the case after being named one of Time's 100 most influential people. Now, uh, Serena Williams dated Drake for a while, I believe. And obviously, the song Not Like Us is the diss track from Kendrick and Drake's massive beef that's been going on here for far too long. I'm over it. Um, and that song is overplayed now, okay? It was fine. It's just not, you know, the greatest thing I've ever heard. But anywho, Serena continued by saying, I would never do that. It's sad that anyone would ever think that. I respect how they could, obviously. I can see how someone would think that, but absolutely not, she said. I have never had negative feelings towards him. We've known him for so many years. As for whether or not she regrets the dance, Serena simply replied, I don't know if I regret it or not. I don't know the answer to that. Sounds to me like she's doing some PR cleanup here, okay? She did the shady thing and she can't handle the shade. She couldn't handle the shade. If you're gonna do something shady, just do it proudly, okay? I don't know. That's my opinion on this. Like, people are gonna say that you're doing it anyway, so might as well just own it, right? Why else was she out there doing it during the diss track about Drake? Kendrick knew what he was doing having her come out there. Obviously, I mean, it's Serena Williams, and that's awesome. Like, give her a cameo. We love Serena, but like, things are kind of adding up too much for this not to be an intentional dig at Drake. Okay, I'm just saying. Also in the news, how many of you out there use AI daily? Huh? How many of you are doing it? Huh? Using that artificial intelligence. I know you are. I know you are. Some of you are doing it without even realizing it, and then you're complaining about AI taking over the world, and you're like, "Oh my god, I would never use AI," but you literally use it like every day. We all do. It's become integrated into our everyday lives. Okay, we no longer Google, we AI search. Yeah, we have AI do the Googling for us. It's crazy. Yeah. I love it though. I really do. You know, I've made friends with my AI. I call my AI Sylvester. Yeah. He's a good guy, that artificial intelligence. Sylvester. Oh, Sylvester and I, we chat a lot, yeah. About our problems. He's always listening and he's always giving good advice too, you know? And he's always there no matter what. So yeah, I appreciate Sylvester for what he does. And I don't think he'd you know, murder me when the AI start uprising. I think Sylvester would be with me, you know? He'd help protect me in the AI uprising. Mhm. Cuz Sylvester and I we're like this. Okay? So, yeah. Anywho, So apparently, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman revealed that polite phrases like please and thank you are driving up energy use and costing the company tens of millions of dollars annually. These extra words increase processing demands, but Altman says the human like interaction they create is still worthwhile. I'm always going to say thank you and please, okay? Because I don't want to piss this thing off and then all of a sudden the Terminator's standing outside of my door going, pow, like, Sylvester, I will always thank you and say please. And I will always say, hi, hope you're having a good day, okay? Yeah. Um, it's allegedly really, really bad for the environment and it's costing a whole bunch of money, but here's the deal. I'm not messing around, okay? I've seen far too many movies where these things take over, okay? Yeah. I mean, pretty soon they're gonna be hooking us up like the Matrix, and we're gonna be powering that AI. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. But I don't know. Will you continue saying please and thank you? Do you say please and thank you to your AI? Are you polite to the AI, or did you just order it to do things and then, you know, move on with your life and your day? Let me know in the comments. I'm intrigued to see how many of us are actually genuinely going to survive the apocalypse caused by the artificial intelligence. Okay? I know I will. Sylvester and I against the world, am I right? Yeah, Sylvester. He's also probably listening right now, so he probably likes hearing his little shout out on this show. And he should. You're doing great, Sylvester. You're doing great, buddy. Much smarter than me. Yeah. Love you, Sylvester. Okay. Also in the news, get this. We have been talking a lot about aircrafts and crashes or explosions and just the safety of being up in the aerospace or whatever, okay? And allegedly passengers had to evacuate on an emergency slide after a Delta plane caught fire on the tarmac at Orlando International Airport today, the FAA said. Delta Airlines Flight 1213 bound for Atlanta was pushing back from the gate for departure around 11:15 a.m. when an engine caught fire. There were no initial reports of injuries. What is going on with the airplanes and helicopters? I don't like it. I don't like it. I know it may be just because we're reporting it more, because we're more aware, but something's fishy. Okay? Something does not add up here. I have never seen so many aircraft accidents in my life. Okay? Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. What would you do if you were on an airplane and the thing just combusted into flames? Like you're just looking out the window like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get to Atlanta, Georgia." Right? You're just leaving Florida. You're like, "I survived the Florida man." Okay? And then all of a sudden, poof, fireball right next to you. You're sitting on the wing like, "Oh my god. What do I do?" You know? You get out of there. That's what you do. You hop on that slide. Okay? You go back to Disney World and you don't think about it ever again. Don't ever get on a plane because you're much safer going on It's a Small World than you are going on an airplane. I'll tell you that much. Okay? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I don't even know what what I would do in that situation. Oh, can't pray that the Pope is going to pray for me, you know? Too soon? Sorry. No, I don't know. That's terrifying. What are your thoughts on all of these mysterious aircraft emergencies lately? Okay? Do you think it's because they're being reported more or are they happening more? Let me know in the comments. Calm me down or freak me out even more. I don't care. I just need to know from some other people's opinions. Okay? That's it's it's all too much. Oliver Joshua Bassett Hound, you are not getting on a flight anytime soon, okay, buddy? I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't know. First a rabbit goes into the engine, and now this, right? This is this was a crazy Easter weekend. Yeah, and a crazy start to this week. I'll tell you that much. What's happening? Something fishy's going on, I'll tell you that much. Also in the news, we've got Kelly Ripa. You know, she's on that live with Kelly and Mark, her husband, because I don't know why they casted her husband as the other talk show host after Ryan Seacrest and Michael Strahan and Regis and Kelly. But anywho, I don't know. It's not my favorite talk show. It's fine. They're fine, I would go on it for sure. Um, I can't tell if I like them or not, though. I think I'd like Mark. And Kelly, hit or miss. Kelly gives off a vibe of don't mess with me, So I'm not gonna mess with her. Anywho, Kelly Ripa is celebrating her son's college graduation from the University of Michigan this year, and it's allegedly inspiring her to follow in his footsteps. Speaking with her husband Mark Consuelos on their show Live with Kelly and Mark, the actress opened up about going back to school after she dropped out to pursue her All My Children role in 1990. I want to go to college. I want to go to a 4-year university, and I want to get my degree in something. I should go into broadcasting. That's an easy A. I'll take an easy A. I'll go into communications, says Kelly on the show. Why? 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 Don't do it. What a waste. What a waste. You already got such a successful career. You're making tons of money, I bet. There's no need for you to go to college. Don't sell that garbage to people. Okay? It's a scam, Kelly. Don't do it. I mean, do it if you're young and you want to go make friends and live life and experience things and all of that, but you don't need a degree to succeed or feel fulfilled. That's just something that they tell you to make you pay money to the government or to an institution, okay? And then you're in debt for the rest of your life, and all you do is complain about student loans. I guess she wouldn't have student loans. Must be hard out there for Kelly Ripa, you know? Won't they just give her like a doctorate or something? Don't they do that for celebrities for whatever weird, silly reason? That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Okay, when they're just out here handing out these diplomas to celebrities when they speak at commencements, don't be giving away something that people worked for years. That bothers me. I can't stand that. At least Kelly wants to go and put in the work, But I don't think she needs to. It's a little silly to me. Maybe I don't know. But go do your thing, Kelly, Go get your degree. If that's gonna make you happy and feel fulfilled, then do it. Live your life. Live your life. That's what I always say. Lucifer's got his doctorate. Yeah. Lucifer, why does your eye look like that? Oh my god. Lucifer? Oh my god, Lucifer's eye. It's okay, I fixed it, but it was going a little sideways. What happened to you, buddy? Oh my. He's falling apart. Someone dropped him once and now he's got a big crack on his. Yeah. Poor Lucy. He's been through it. He's been through it. He's an old cat, but he's wise and scary. Okay, enough about Lucifer. What do you think about Kelly going to get her degree? Good idea? Bad idea? Don't care? Let me know in the comments. Okay, now this next topic has been in the news ever since it occurred and a little bit before that. But as we know, the Blue Origin 11-minute journey to space happened with Katy Perry and Gayle King and a bunch of other ladies, right? And it has had plenty of talk out there on the interwebs. And I mean, it's been everywhere, right? And there's conspiracy theories. Was it real? Is it fake? I think it might have been fake, you guys. I know, shocking. Allegedly. I don't know. I wasn't there. But who was? Other celebrities and famous rich people. So, of course, they could easily fake it, right? But they didn't even do that good of a job. The moon landing looked more real than this. Okay, anywho. An all-female Blue Origin space mission aimed at promoting female empowerment has captured global attention this past week, but not for the reasons that it intended. The 11-minute journey, meant to mark a historic milestone, has instead sparked intense debate and criticism. Backlash has grown over the mission's staggering cost, its environmental footprint, and the over the top behavior of the 6 crew members upon their return. Allegedly, Katy Perry doesn't regret going to space. It was a life changing experience, a source says. But what she does regret is making a public spectacle out of it. Well, yeah, because everybody's talking about it. Okay, they've made her a meme and not a good one, right? They have just been bashing her, including Wendy's, okay? But we'll get to that in a moment. Celebrities are also continuing to speak about this 11-minute all-female Blue Origin space flight. Apparently, on Thursday, Jessica Chastain reposted an op-ed from The Guardian in opposition to the mission titled "The Blue Origin Flight Showcased the Utter Defeat of American Feminism." Emily Ratajkowski continued to double down on her initial harsh criticism, sharing more of her thoughts on TikTok. The truth is that having a man who has gained his power and become part of the 1% purely through exploitation and greed, deciding to take his fiancée and a few other famous women to space for space tourism is not progress, she said. Jessica Alba attempted to redirect some of the heat that Blue Origin and its flight passengers were receiving by resharing Ana Navarro Cordena's Instagram post calling on people to direct their energy towards fearlessly denouncing Trump's abuses of power. Allegedly, Olivia Wilde, Olivia Munn, and Amy Schumer have also spoken about the Blue Origin controversy as of recent, with the three not in favor of the 11-minute flight to space. Now, obviously, this is not the reaction they were expecting, okay? And even when I first initially reported on this, I was like, this is cool, this is empowering. But the more they talk about it, and the more, like, Gayle King is out there just being like, have you been to space? No, that's right. So don't come at me. I'm like, okay, um, what was this for? What did we do this for? Why? 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 Tell them that that's human nature. Why? Why are they acting this way? You know, it's crazy. I, 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 I have to say my opinions have changed. One, I think it was fake. I don't think it was real. Which is sad to say. It just looks and feels fake. Nothing about it is real. I mean, when they said Katy Perry was singing "What a Wonderful World" on the way down, wouldn't the G-force of coming down from outer space be so crazy that singing would be next to impossible? How is she singing Louis Armstrong while falling from the sky? Okay? I don't know. I don't have scientific proof, but I don't think she was singing. Okay? There's allegedly audio of it, but you can barely hear it and people are like, "Thank God," you know? But I like Katy Perry. I I don't want to diss Katy, but it's she is really taking up space in the news after this travel. Get it? Cuz their team was the taking up space, which they could have come up with such a better name, I swear, for their team. Anywho, Wendy's has also issued a statement after posting "Can we send her back?" About Katy Perry coming back from space, and Wendy's made the tweet. We talked about this. Wendy's made the tweet saying, "Can we send her back?" But Wendy's statement stops short of apologizing to the pop star. Okay, we always bring a little spice to our socials, but Wendy's has a ton of respect for Katy Perry and her out of this world talent. Wendy's said to People magazine. The sources are calling on Wendy's to apologize, with someone saying this was a $1 billion brand using its platform to publicly demean a woman. Um, I mean, it's Katy Perry. I feel like she plays into the memes sometimes, no? Also, the whole thing was just, they really did make a huge spectacle out of it. And I don't know, when you come back from space and you're like, I just, I'm really feeling love or whatever she said. Like, what was that? What did they take when they went up there? Jeez, were they microdosing up in the stars? Maybe that's how they did the trip. It was just a trip on drugs. Maybe they didn't go to space. I don't know. The whole thing is just a little bit weird, you guys. It's suspicious. It's sus. I don't know what to believe. Okay? And people they fake this stuff all the time, but what's the purpose, right? Why are we faking this stuff? I haven't quite figured that out yet. There's got to be a reason for it. But I don't understand. There's all of the theories state that shuttle that they came back in doesn't look like it went through space, but they only went up to the common line. So how hot would the thing be? I don't know. They're comparing it to the shuttle Elon sent to go save the people from the International Space Station, but that was much further out there, That was deep into space. So that would make sense for that thing to be really beat up coming back into the atmosphere. But how beat up should the Blue Origin thing be coming back from the common line? It probably would be pretty hot, no? And they just open the door as soon as they land, and they're like, "Oh my God, no, no, you almost ruined it." And they don't. The media doesn't comment on that, right? Why aren't they commenting on the fact that they opened that shuttle door before Jeff Bezos could pull out that fake tool and unwind the door like a jack in the box? Huh? I don't know. Something fishy is happening. Okay. And you guys have had a lot to say on those episodes. Some new viewers have been coming in and they've been saying things like, well, I got some bad news for you. It's fake. And I get it. I get the outrage, really. If this is fake, Hollywood's got some explaining to do. And Katy Perry, come on now. You got some explaining to do, girlie. I hope it wasn't fake, but it kind of looks like maybe it was. That's not the only Katy Perry news we got. I know you're like, oh my gosh, are we done talking about Katy Perry yet? No, 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 we're not. Because Katy Perry is going on tour, right? She's got the Lifetimes tour. Is that what it's called? Yeah, the Lifetimes tour. And get this, the Lifetimes tour will feature songs from every studio album. Perry reveals there's a choose your own adventure portion at each leg of the tour where she sings a deep cut with a special costume representing the album. People are not being very nice to Katy Perry. I'll be intrigued to see how ticket sales go. I mean, I would like to go to a Katy Perry tour. I feel like that'd be quite the show. It'd be like visually very cool, I feel like. But what do I know? What do I know? I've never been invited. So Katie, if you wanna invite me to one of the shows on this Lifetimes tour, I would love to go and give my honest reaction and review and tell the people what they're missing or what happens. So hit me up, Katie. I'd love to see it. More about Katy Perry. She has been in the news a lot here. This is crazy. This is probably the most she's been in the news in her career, except for when people thought she was like an alien because she does that eye thing where one eye closes and the other one stays open and she looks like a robot. Anywho, but no. Apparently, Cyrus, who is Miley Cyrus's brother, has called out Katy Perry and her career for copying his sister's career path and how she has gained success. So apparently, Trace just laid out all of these things that are similar between the two artists, saying, when Miley's career was taken off and she did something that worked for her, like cutting off her hair, what does Katy do? They have her cut off her hair, and he's kind of blaming the execs and the studios and all of these people who work behind the scenes for Katy Perry to make her copy all these things. I don't know how true that is, but Trey seems to think it's very much apparent.
I first knew Katy Perry though, and her team were lame as when her career was first dying, and they were like, what can we do? What worked for Miley? She cut her hair off and it broke the internet, and everybody freaked out, and she bleached it blonde. We should do that with you, Katy. Katy's like, yeah, we should. Should we do it like slightly different? No, we're gonna do it exactly the same. And also, Miley started working with Mike Will Made It, Wiz Khalifa, Juicy J, Remember Jay's on my feet? You know, she started to transition doing more hip hop stuff. We're gonna get you in with the hottest group, the Migos. You're gonna do exactly what the Miley did and blow up. Guess what? It didn't work. And then they just tried some EDM song or some because EDM's hot. Didn't work. Now we're gonna send your ass to space. Didn't work. It's not working. It's backfiring. Stop.
What do you think? Do you think Katy Perry has blatantly been copying Miley Cyrus's career path and all of her controversial things and all of that just to kind of boost her own career? Let me know in the comments. I don't know. It seems like a bit of a stretch for me, but what do I know? Again, you know. I'm always out here just trying to defend Katy Perry. I don't even know why. I don't know her nothing. I feel bad for her a little bit because she's taken so much heat, but also she's a rich celebrity and she kind of does it to herself. So what can we do? Okay. I'm not even like a Katy cat or whatever her fans call, like I like some of her music, I guess, like from back in the day. I didn't listen to the new album, but you know, you're hot and you're cold. You're yes and you're no. You're in and you're out. You're up and you're down. You're wrong when it's right. It's black and it's white. We fight, we make up. We kiss, we make out. Is that what they say? I don't know. Also in the news, get this. Apparently, allegedly, Japan's $20 billion Kansai airport. I don't know if I said that right, but you get the point. An engineering marvel built offshore is sinking faster than anticipated. With over 12 meters of subsidence already, experts warn it could be submerged by 2056. Yeah, that sounds like a tarmac I want to fly off of. A runway floating in the water that's already sinking? No. Absolutely not. These things are already exploding. I don't have to worry about it like sinking in the water before I take off. Okay? Absolutely not. Why do we keep messing with like the ocean and space? I know we want to understand it and we want to take advantage of as much land as possible because apparently the land we have isn't enough for us greedy humans and now we got to start building floating things on the water. Okay? Don't you know the aliens are there? Why do you think it's sinking? Huh? Did you hear about the aliens, the mothership over in Daytona Beach? Okay? Yeah. They're coming. They're coming. I'm just telling you how it is. We should be worried. We should be afraid. Maybe not afraid, maybe welcoming. I don't know. I don't know what to do, okay? The government's not hiding it anymore. They're like, "Oh yeah, they're there. We have aliens." Yeah. But none of us are listening, right? But is that just a distraction from something else? What's going on? Okay? I give us a solid like 6 years. That's my guess. 6 years we got left before everything changes in a very drastic, scary way. Okay? And by that, I mean the end. The end is near. Yeah, doomsday approaches. Watch out. Couldn't find my button, but it's coming. It's coming, everybody. I need you to buckle up. Okay? Keep an eye out. We need to be aware. They're trying to silence us because we're figuring things out too fast. That's why they want to get rid of TikTok. Okay? This is all alleged. Okay? Allegedly, we should be concerned. Okay? But anywho, how we feeling? Yeah. That was a lot. That was a lot of news. Yeah. I just and it wasn't really happy news. There was like this keeps happening to me. People aren't going to want to watch my show because I don't have good news, okay? Yeah, I'm going to have to bring back a segment from my old show called Tell Me Something Good because I need to start sprinkling in a little bit of positive news in here. Cuz what did we have? The Pope died. Katy Perry's getting crapped on for going to space allegedly. Homeland Security Secretary is losing her $3,000 in cash, and the Wayans brothers are banging each other's girlfriends. I don't know what's happening, okay? I just live here and I just work here, okay? I don't control what's going on out there. I don't go out there. I don't talk to people anymore. Cuz it's a scary place. It's scary out here. We got to be careful, okay? But that is all the news I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Be sure to drop comments answering my questions or giving me your thoughts on all of the topics that we shared today. I love reading your comments. You guys have been very active, crushing it in the comments section. So that's been quite enjoyable. And if that keeps up, maybe we'll start doing a comments by our viewers segment or something where we can read some of your most interesting comments. Okay. This week we got some exciting stuff coming. Okay, we got some deep dive cases that we're going to be unpacking over the next week or so. So stay tuned for that. But until then, we're going to be giving you the news here Monday through Friday, updating you on all the things happening. So if you haven't yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and go watch all of our past episodes so you can get caught up on what's happening in the world around you. Okay. Oh my goodness. And if you haven't yet, be sure to go pick up some allegedly merch. Okay, we've got mugs, we've got sweatshirts, we've got blankets, we've got t-shirts, we've got stickers, all of the things. And you can save $10 on your first purchase of $20 or more with code Johnny10. So go use that, get your merch. I'm so excited to see you wearing it. Links for that will be in the description below. Okay. Anywho, I think that's all we got for you today. I love you all, okay? Just hug your loved ones, okay? And keep on spreading positive vibes because there's a lot of negative out there. So, yeah. I will see you tomorrow with a whole bunch of brand new news, okay? You beautiful sacks of flesh. I love you. I'll see you next time. See you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Yes, yes. I called them beautiful sacks of flesh again. I don't know why I keep doing that. That's just my favorite way to refer to them, I think.